Here's what we are going to cover in this video. First, we're going to go over how to get profitable results using LinkedIn. And second, we're going to go over two things that you have to consider in your pursuit of achieving those profitable results. So let's do this. So let's start with how to get results using LinkedIn. Results on LinkedIn can mean different things for different businesses and people. Some of my clients are looking to scale their sales, while others are looking to position themselves as authority figures. Some want to develop as big of a network as possible, while others want to develop a very strategically targeted. The point I want to convey is that results can mean different things for different businesses, different people, and really different desires. So the first thing that you have to consider is really thinking about what type of results you are seeking to obtain out of LinkedIn. Once you have a clear understanding of what you are trying to get out of your LinkedIn network, it makes it a lot easier to strategically try to reverse engineer what actions and what behavior you need to take in order to achieve those goals. But regardless of what the answer is in relation to what you are trying to achieve with LinkedIn, there are always going to be two things that you need to consider in order to achieve profitable business results using the platform. Criteria number one is about controlling your position. Regardless of whether you are trying to create a large network or a small network, you want to be able to clearly articulate your value proposition and speak directly to the audience that you're trying to attract. And this is what I mean by you want to control your position. You want to think through the lens of your desired customer, your desired audience, and be able to deliver a value proposition that sparks some curiosity and desire from that audience to want to speak with you. Now, criteria number two is take action. And what I mean by this is you have to figure out which actions you need to take on the platform that will allow you to achieve your goal. Now, actions can mean different things. There are different types of actions that you can take that can deliver different levels of results. Not everyone needs to take the same type of action. Obtaining profitable results on LinkedIn does not require that you take all the action that you have available to you. However, if your desire is to achieve the most profitable results you can, then you want to take more action and try to figure out how you can take the most action possible. So first, let's dive into talking more about controlling your position. When I started my business, I would network with people on LinkedIn and get them onto sales calls. The purpose of my sales call was to diagnose what problems they were facing in their business and also what is it that they wanted to achieve on LinkedIn. And what I found was that most people would articulate their desires, and when I would look at their LinkedIn profile and their company page and how they were positioning themselves on the platform, none of what they spoke about came across. Here I was trying to network with them and trying to figure out how I could help them. And it required me to get on a phone with them and extract that information out of them on the sales call. That's when I had an aha moment that I could help people control their position on the platform by helping them write their LinkedIn profiles and helping them share their story and articulate their message and really speak to the audience that they want to speak with. The most important way to control your position on the platform is by optimizing your LinkedIn profile. You see, most people use their LinkedIn profile like a resume. They showcase what their experience was, what they did in their jobs, where they went to school. And this is a mistake because ultimately your LinkedIn profile is a showcase to your audience of what it is that you want them to read and explore about you and your brand or your business. The more you can authentically share your story and your value proposition on your LinkedIn profile, the easier it is to network on the platform because you can lead with your LinkedIn profile as something that gives you confidence. Now, the second way to control your position is by setting up your company page. Most people do set up a company page, but it's blank. They don't like to create social media posts and build it out, or even put up content like a PDF that really articulates their story, their value proposition, and gives somebody that they're trying to attract an opportunity to go to the company page and really explore what is your product and service. What are you all about? The more that you can build out your company page to really be a testament of what your company, your service, your product does, the easier it is to control your position and really try to broadcast that message on the platform. Now, the third way to control your position is by implementing a message sequence. A message sequence is a prearranged set of steps that you can take when you are introducing people to join your network. So here's what I mean by that. Message number one is your connection request. You should plan around what it is that you're gonna say when you send out a message request. This way you can lead with your LinkedIn profile and really try to just entice people to join your network. Message number two of the message sequence is traditionally sent out 24 to 48 hours later. And the point of this message is to introduce yourself to anyone that just entered your network and try to engage and have a conversation with them. Message number three of the message sequence is a follow-up reminder that's sent 5 to 7 days later. This is just to entice that person who might not have responded to just see if they saw the message and see if they're willing to just engage with you and have a conversation. The point of the message sequence is to systematize how you can start conversations on the platform while controlling your position by having prearranged message copy that articulates your value proposition and allows you to control your position and really work towards trying to get better at opening conversations on the platform. Now, in case you're wondering why is a message sequence so important, a message sequence allows a systematized way for us to introduce ourselves to new prospects that come into our network. This way we can control our position while adding more people in a targeted way and really systematize the way that we can try to open up conversations and really try to use that as our networking opportunity to try to book more sales calls and sell our products and services. Now, an important criteria of the message sequence is to really stick to a pre-set up timeline that I would recommend is within 10 days of somebody entering your network. This way it will allow you to control your position and systematize the process. Now, we started with two things to consider in order to achieve profitable business results. And then we went over all the different ways that you can control your position on the platform. So criteria number two to consider is the actions that you need to take in order to increase the number of conversations that you're a part of. Now, there are different actions that you can take on the platform. And keep in mind that you don't have to take each of these actions in order to achieve profitable business results. In fact, I was personally able to achieve profitable business results for myself and my clients without needing to take all of these actions. However, for some of my clients who desire to scale their sales and really level up their marketing efforts, we strive to take all of the actions that I'm about to go over. Now, the challenging part of taking all these actions is building out the systems and processes that you need and the habits that are required in order to do this effectively. But here are the different actions that you can take on the LinkedIn platform that really do a great job of opening up conversations. Action number one is prospecting. You can use LinkedIn Sales Navigator or a free LinkedIn account. And the idea is to connect with people and invite them into your network and use the message sequence that we just spoke about to control your position while you're gathering people into your network and taking that action. Now, action number two you can take is wishing everybody in your network a happy birthday. Wishing somebody well wishes on their birthday is a great way to open up a conversation, see if the prospect is willing to engage, and then aim to try to better diagnose whether or not they are a potential buyer. Action number three is work anniversary well wishes. Similar to birthday, wishing somebody congratulations on a work anniversary is a great way to open up conversations, see what's going on in their world, and allow you to diagnose whether or not they're a potential buyer. Action number four is endorsements. Endorsements is a great way to build trust with new prospects. It's a great way to re-engage an old conversation. Endorsing somebody is an awesome approach that increases goodwill amongst your network participants and allows you a clear path to opening up another conversation. Action number five is graphical messaging. Think of graphical messaging like a social media post. It's a way to create some content around the idea of your product or service. It's a way to create a social media post that displays some value proposition associated with your product and service and get it into your newsfeed or share it on your company page to try to creatively open up more conversations. Action number six is writing articles. This is a great approach to share your story, share the features of your product or service, and really try to share with your network to try to get some conversations started. Action number 7 is direct outreach. This is a great way to take a pre-written message and send it out to potential prospects to try to open up a conversation or try to just engage with prospects to be able to more effectively network and engage with potential buyers. Now, it's very important to reiterate that not all of the actions that we just went over are required in order to achieve profitable business results. When I first started my business, I only started with doing number 1. The way that I started my business was by helping people write their LinkedIn profile and setting up their company page. And then I would help them with prospecting and sending out message sequences. And by just taking that action and developing networks for myself and my clients, I was able to develop a profitable business. But over time, for my clients, I recognized that I was leaving actions on the table if I didn't figure out a way to systematize taking each of these actions daily or weekly. For different clients, it's a little bit different, but figuring out a way to systematize taking all of these actions on a recurring cadence. And by taking all these actions on a recurring cadence, I'm able to increase the number of people that are on the sales pipelines for each of my clients and really try to nurture the relationships with them over a period of time to set up sales calls. And my team and I have been very effective at developing ways and systems to help clients get on sales calls. So I leave you with this. What type of results are you seeking? Let me know in the comments.